looked like bombs had gone off across the whole city.
Haiti has been hit by a strong earthquake this evening. The quake had a preliminary magnitude of 7.3.
It's like life, you know, life has stopped.
For hundreds of thousands of Haitians, tent cities like these are home for now and for the foreseeable future. Throughout Port-au-Prince, so many long stretches beside busy roads all look the same. Simple wooden structures are covered with tarps and blankets. Using whatever they can find, these people who lost everything in the magnitude 7 earthquake on January 12th are trying to move on. Is this a main street?
Yeah, that's national number 1.
Jean Demanche, the Haitian we hired to drive us around Port-au-Prince, considers himself among the lucky ones. He was standing between 2 gas stations when the earth started shaking beneath him, but managed to avoid the fate so many couldn't.
You know, life goes on, you know, but I can tell you it's going to take a while, you know, before you can really get that image, you know, out of your mind.
Scarring and jarring images are everywhere you turn in Haiti's capital. From the presidential palace to rubble-filled streets to people searching through deep piles of debris beside heavy equipment, looking for anything salvageable which can either be sold or used for shelter. Unsafe and unsteady buildings are everywhere. In Canada, these streets will be blocked off over safety concerns. In Haiti, people walk by like it's nothing. And whether it's homes or hospitals, almost no one will stay inside. Welcome to the main campus of the Port-au-Prince University Hospital, where 3 weeks after the earthquake hit, it is still a fairly chaotic scene. Over to my left here, you can see an emergency water station which is being run on generator power. The building beside it is simply too unsafe to go inside because of the earthquake. So everybody who would normally be in that building is being moved over here to this triage tent over here, or they're lining up here for consultation to see a doctor. That lineup snakes and snakes and snakes. And what's happening at this hospital right now is nothing short of incredible. From inside his cramped and temporary office, the man in charge of this hospital tells me about the challenges he's facing in the quake's aftermath.
Let's see, 90% of the patients are on the tent. It's because half of our buildings are considered unsafe. The other part, the other half, they are safe. But since after the second aftershock, every patient and the attending who are there leave again and doesn't want to reintegrate the building.
During our interview, cries of pain can be heard from people the doctors and nurses are trying to help.
That's one thing. The second thing...
Outside, under one of dozens of tents, we meet Mala, a 22-year-old mother of one who's recovering after losing both of her legs beneath the knee.
A wall fell on top of her, and she said they were digging her out because she was buried a little bit. And once they were able to take her out, they saw that her legs were broken.
When she checks out, she'll be wheelchair bound for the rest of her life and will have to rely on family and friends to care for her. Beneath another tent, life has just begun for the babies inside this incubator. Others are a little older, and as they lie in their metal cribs, their injuries aren't obvious, but their pain is. Mothers and loved ones wave whatever they can to try and keep their little ones cool and comfortable in the still and stifling heat of the tent. With the operating rooms destroyed in the quake, surgeries are now performed in this building, where the floor plan is now scribbled on the wall. The hospital agrees to show us how they're handling operations these days, but we have to gown up first. Before the earthquake, this used to be the urology department, but since the OR operating rooms have been destroyed during the quake, the ORs and operating is now being done here, and it's being done under light bulbs. But the doctors who've come here to help find a solution to that, hikers' headlamps. The man on the table in this makeshift OR is being prepped for vascular surgery. And while the lead doctor is from Michigan, Haitian hospital staff are helping, much to his amazement.
You got folks who've lost 20 of their family members, and they're still coping pretty well. We're starting to see some post-traumatic stress, but I don't think I could have behaved in the way that they behaved if this had occurred to my family.
This hospital is one of two with an affiliation with St. Joseph's Healthcare in Hamilton. In fact, it was Dr. Alexandre Dauphin from St. Joe's who helped raise the money for the kitchen on the property. It survived the quake, and ever since, staff have been busy preparing thousands of meals. But first, they have to pick tiny bugs from the grains of rice, donations of which continue to arrive. These are clearly the worst conditions any of the people working or helping here have ever seen, but somehow they're managing. They have to.
To be frank, I have to do the job. There is no way I could, I don't have time to think about how it should be, how I am. I know there is a lot of things to do, a lot of situations to address or to fix. So I'm working.
How much have you been working in the last 3 weeks? How many hours a day?
Maybe 18 to 20.
Every day?
Yeah.
Dr. Lesage says he expects all of this will last another month or two, and says all of the aid from the international community is being noticed, but everyone here is just too busy to acknowledge it.